Does America look like a movie or video game to you? I mean, it is in some ways. But the reality of us little people, the common person being a criminal, killer, or some horrible monster, is so far from reality that we fail to see how many good people are around us. Sure, good people can be asses. We can piss you off. We can cause arguments. But the truth is, no matter how hard we are pushed, we never push back. We speak out. We try and find rational, peaceful solutions to the issues that plague all our lives. But even those with training, access, and the anger to commit acts of terror in the name of peace never do. We know the powerful, those in control of all our lives, steal from the poor, and we can plainly see that those with power love to make all our lives a living hell. They love to blame us. They love to target us. They love to create false drama, also that we either snap or just to distract us from their crimes. I believe they use some kind of tech or some kind of dark powers to create such distortions to reality, because we all basically know the truth and yet can do nothing to stop these monsters. Maybe the truth is stranger than fiction. Or maybe they just fuck with all our heads till we have no clue what reality or truth really is. Even the police are underpaid, underfunded, and of course, this is all to create the perfect storm. To quote High School Musical, we really are all in this together, even if it doesn't always feel that way. Short of speaking out or trying to maintain the system from within, none of us really have solutions to these problems, because again, we know the issues. We know how badly we're being fucked. And deep down, there's a little George Carlin within us all. We know the score, and we all at some point took our shots. Some of us never gave up. Some of us came close to losing our minds. Some of us snapped, and some of us went through it all and kept on trucking. So how can the world look this way? How can our country be like this? Well, now you might understand why I bet so hard on the supernatural and paranormal answers to these questions. After a while, it's really the only thing that explains how we all can be turned on ourselves, our loved ones, and how they can keep us in submission through constant fear, so-called anxiety attacks. How stress comes from every occupation, every day of school. Every day we know deep down we're fighting to survive, fighting to have a life, fighting just to stay alive. I don't have all the answers, but I do know a lot of truths. And I do know that if we came together and kept shouting, kept pressing, and kept exposing these crimes against us all, then the truth would finally set us all free. Like those of us who feel crazy, broken, beaten down, or out of control. Those of us who deserve help because being too weak to fight the insane battles just to stay alive, just to have a life, is not a crime. But it certainly is treated like one. Those who cannot put up with the pressure are programmed or thrown away. They are given little other choice. Those of us who need the most help are thrown in jail, abused by their healthcare providers, ignored by their families, or worse. Some of these people are children, and I am sick of seeing children suffer. We are all children to a certain point, but the real children of America are killing themselves in record numbers or are being trafficked, sold, abused, and violated. These issues are never front and center, because then we might have some motivation to take a stand against these grave injustices. During the recession, we had a president many felt was a hero. I thought of him as that way too. I wanted to believe his kind words, his soothing voice, but there are things that don't add up. Standing Rock would be one of them. But mainly, how could banks steal from their own clients, cause homelessness and starvation, commit such crimes that many just gave up, and yet those criminals were bailed out, spent no time in jail, and the little people who suffered were left out in the cold? Sure, at times, we blamed Congress, we still do, We act like it's one side against the other and the bad side just won't let ours win. But wait a cotton-picking minute here. The same can be said when the other side is in power, or attempting to make some kind of change. They just point the finger at the other side, and we're just supposed to accept that, 1, this is how diplomacy and democracy works, and 2, that it is one party against the other, and shit just can never get done, because they're too busy playing Mortal Kombat with all our lives. Come on now, let's see the truth. The powerful have one side, theirs, and they play us all for fools and film episodes of Keeping Up with Congress to keep the illusion of choice and the illusion of a broken system, that the problem isn't the ones running it, that the problem is you and me and just the people can't get along. Our system could work very well, but again, let's face another set of facts here. There are better ways, and the system's only true job should be to create a peaceful, productive, and prosperous society for us all to inhabit. Sure, even in Star Trek, the Federation can commit crimes or become corrupt. But it's always due to a few bad apples, when in our reality, there are either no good apples in any positions of power, or so few that the rotten ones have polluted the entire bunch. We have been told by various sources that there are unexplainable things flying around, with tech that exceeds all on this planet by like thousands of years. Now either they're fucking with all our heads, or they're keeping life-altering, world-altering information from us all, and this cat is coming out the bag. And not only does it prove that all of these powerful people have the knowledge that could and would change everything, and in my opinion for the better, but it also proves that they are using either this false narrative or the truth to control us all and to distort our minds. I trust in things I cannot see, because those things have saved my life countless times, provided comfort, and never judged me, or asked me to bow down, or commit, submit, or force me to think, believe, or conform to anything that was outside of who I am. All they have done is to inspire me to fight for you all, to try and do the right thing, and to better myself, where I knew, but did not know how to fix issues that made my life worse, not better. In listening to these voices from within, I have begun to truly take control of my life in a way I never have before. I have fought off fear, I have found sanity, and yet even allowed myself to become delusional in the sense that I have hope. I believe we can and will have a happily ever after all this evil bullshit. I've wanted to give up, I've been terribly afraid, but through it all, I keep going like the damn Energizer Bunny, because there are no other choices to make. After all, I have made those other choices and they suck, and only make life more miserable. And yet, that seems to be the goal of the powerful, to make our lives nothing but misery and suffering. Yet, when we listen to the colors of the wind, we can find hope, salvation, and determination. Those colors never asked me to worship. They asked me to love my life, to be grateful to be alive, to find happiness even when I felt miserable. Those things are challenges, but they make my life better for meeting and exceeding those challenges. I thought I was too weak to do so, but they remind me that I'm stronger, braver, and smarter than I ever thought or knew, and that truth applies to us all. They've never left me behind, they never abandoned me, they always came for me, and that's why they're my spiritual Ohana. We have a cosmic family out there somewhere, and Ohana means family, and real family means we're never left behind, alone, or forgotten. No matter what happens, something is fighting with and for us. And that means so long as we listen, trust in our hearts, and know that we choose love over fear all day, every day, somehow, some way, things will work out, and those who tried to harm us all so horribly will pay one way or another for their awful crimes against humanity and our family. Grimmy Bear, wherever you are, your husband loves you and knows you love him. I'll never give up on our destiny.
parents' death was not your fault.
My parents deserve justice.
I cannot let that pass. If you make yourself more than just a man, then you become something else entirely.
Which is?
A legend, Mr. Wayne.
Master Wayne.
Are you coming back for long, sir?
As long as it takes to show the people of Gotham their city doesn't belong to the criminals and the corrupt.
Bruce?
Rachel?
You were gone a long time.
I know.
Things are worse than ever down here. What chance does Gotham have when the good people do nothing?
Nomex survival suit for advanced infantry. Kevlar utility harness, gas-powered magnetic grapple gun.
What's that?
Well, the tumbler? Oh, you wouldn't be interested in that.
I spent a lot of time being scared for you. I heard you were back. But the man I loved, the man who vanished, never came back.
He's here. Who? The Batman.
Gotham must be destroyed.
Gotham isn't beyond saving.
Just hold on.
Guy dresses up like a bat clearly has issues.
He was consumed by evil.
For as long as you can remember, you've struggled against your own black heart.
Shoot through him.
Every man pays a price for redemption.
I'm not looking for redemption.
You have no choice. But I will teach you to use your black shadow to fight evil.
He became the Shadow.
I didn't see anything. I swear.
Dump him.
Who's there?
Did you think you'd get away with it? Did you think I wouldn't know? Now, when the world is in danger,
Report.
Police investigation of murder. Agent advises inquiry.
who knows what powers stir in the night?
Whatever you did, it's in the past.
Join me. Inside you beats a heart of darkness. I do what I do to fight back the evil inside me, but some part of it is still there, waiting.
Genghis Khan conquered half of the world in his lifetime. I intend to finish the job.
And when the adventure begins,
Activate the bomb.
who knows where it will end? Alec Baldwin, John Lone, Penelope Ann Miller, and Tim Curry. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow.
Just take a look around. Darkness rules the earth.
In a dangerous world,
Governments crumble. Chaos reigns.
in a treacherous time,
There is opportunity in chaos.
evil is a fact.
We shall succeed where they have failed.
Drax is on a quest for a supernatural power.
They know far too much.
And courage
Stop them. You're the only one who can.
is a phantom.
Somebody I already killed.
There are some who say he is only a myth. Soon they will discover the Phantom is real.
mademoiselle?
I just wanted to apologize for my reaction last night. I understand what you did for me, and I want you to know I am grateful. Your hands.
Yes. There, that's better. I hope I didn't put you off your appetite.
No, please, it's just, you're right.
Oh, yes, I'm fine.
Can I ask what happened?
There was a fire a long time ago. Ancient history for some. Not really very good table conversation. Now, would you care for a cup of tea with your egg?
Yes, thank you. I'm starving, actually.
Have a seat.
It's delicious.
Good.
God, I haven't had real butter since I was a little girl. Where'd you get it?
A government supply train on its way to Chancellor Sutler.
You stole this from Chancellor Sutler.
Yes.
You're insane.
I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares more is none.
Macbeth.
Very good.
My mum. She used to read all his plays to me, and ever since I've always wanted to act. In plays, movies. When I was 9, I played violin 12th night. Mum was very proud.
Where's your mother now?
She's dead.
I'm sorry.
Can I ask about what you said on the telly?
Yes,
Did you mean it?
every word.
You really think the blowing up Parliament's going to make this country a better place?
There's no certainty, only opportunity.
Well, I think you can be pretty certain that if anyone does show up, Creedy will black bag every one of them.
People should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of their people.
And you're going to make that happen by blowing up a building?
The building is a symbol, as is the act of destroying it. Symbols are given power by people. Alone, a symbol is meaningless, but with enough people, blowing up a building can change the world.
There was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss. They're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
Well, how about this?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up.
Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life.
It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back.
Does anybody else want to stay?
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.
She saw!